Alright. Let's head on over here. What level is Kara by now? Jeez. Yeah, they're gonna be. This is one of the weirdest generations because well, it's strange because everybody's a generation 1. Everybody's in a generation 1 like stat tree. Look on your crown, but your main character. So it's just kind of weird. Wren gets the crown. Very good. And I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, alright, he's awful. Alright. Over here. And I believe up here. And I believe, unless I am very much mistaken, but this is the end of the dungeon. And in this chest we have a email or an Aero Parts. So now we can leave. Yay, leaving. Let's go and head on out of here. Now that we have the Aero Parts, we can do some cool stuff. But our next destination is Skyhaven, I guess, in Virginia. I guess we're going there next. Oh, I should probably say, right after you get the Aero Parts onward, except for very, very few slight text differences, and obviously you have different characters, all four Generation 3 paths converge at this point. They're all exactly the same. Well, not exactly the same. There are very, very minor detail changes, like the ending is a little different. And obviously how the battles are fought are going to be a little different to different characters, but past that, they're pretty much exactly the same. So you can pretty much watch any of the four walkthroughs from this point on, and they're going to be pretty much all the same. Same areas, same items, same storyline, basically. Very, very minor detail changes, that's all. This game did get a lot of crap, actually, for having the endings for all four paths so similar, but I kind of like it. I kind of like, you make kind of a funky ellipse, you know what I mean? Like you start off, everybody starts off at the same area, and everybody kind of goes a little different path when they play, but you end up at the same conclusion, regardless of kind of how you play, which I kind of like that, as opposed to having all these different endings, because you know, I'm not huge on multiple endings. Like I'm fine with like a good ending and a bad ending, but don't give me 15 different endings like Star Ocean or something. It's not. Don't get me wrong, I love Star Ocean games. It's just, come on now. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and meet you outside of Aero, and then we will discuss our strategy from there. Okay, we're outside of Aero, and next step we're going to head to Virginia to go to Skyhaven. Okay, we're in Virginia. And I know I said we were going to go to Skyhaven, but we're going to make one small stop first. Because now that we have the Aero Parts, we can use these to do this. You can fly around real quick and go over everything in the game, and you don't encounter battles. So let's head over here. This is pretty much directly west of Mistoke, maybe a little south. And let's head into the village of New Mota. Now there are only a few people here to talk to, and they're all conveniently lined up here above this little fountain thingy. And these people tell you about pretty much the history of the game, and they connect a few of the Phantasy Star games, actually. Dark Force. He keeps cropping up, doesn't he? I guess they weren't created enough to learn how to destroy him. It's alright. It doesn't sound like a lot of spaceships, but if you got to think of the size of the ships, they're pretty massive. The only thing I don't understand is that was a long time ago, and I mean, what do these things use for fuel? Dark Force destroyed 398 of those large ships. Alright, now you gotta actually walk around this to get to that last guy. It's good to do that, it's good to do that. I just realized again that every time I play as this character, look how ugly our party is. That sickly, nasty shade of greenish yellow, like pus-colored party. Ugh. Here's what is at the item shop. Here's what is at the weapon shop. We are going to be buying a plain air slicer and a plain air claw. I wouldn't buy anything else. These are the best weapons that money can buy in the game. But you'll see why we're not going to be really needing these. If you want to build up enough money, you get a pulse Vulcan. That's for Wren. It's like an upgraded version of the ceramic shot. It hits everybody. But it costs a lot, and I really just don't bother with it. But we will be getting these top two. And here we are at the armor shop. You'll notice that everything here is worse than what is sold in Mistoke, so don't bother with any of this. And we're done with the town of New Moda already. I figured I'd go ahead and show you that, talk to the sages, learn some backstory, and see what that weapon shop had to offer. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head to Skyhaven now. We're actually going to head to Skyhaven. Like I said we were going to do before, but I lied because I forgot about New Moda. So head over to Mistoke and head up. See, here's Mistoke. And head on up. And to leave this place, you just walk to the right and you transform into a plane again. Let's talk to some androids. How long has it been since the last time you got some visitors? Yeah. Okay, Terminus. That's the only place we haven't been yet. Well, that'd be useful to know. Okay, Rakio's sword. Myun's claw. Remember, Myun is the cyborg outside of Hazatak and Iridia. Siren shot. We have Lai's bow and we have Loon's slicer, so we got that going for us. Sage Isle and Draconia. Okay. Typo in the game. As you will probably remember, Syl and Shisoran are not in Draconia. They are in Aquatica. That actually should say Aquatica. Okay, so we need to get the Aqua Parts for Wren and Skyhaven Dungeon, and then head around and get the rest of the legendary items. Excellent. Alright, we're 2/5 of the way there. And if you head up here, you get to Skyhaven Dungeon. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and head in here. I'm going to show you the new enemy types. And I'm going to build up some money, because you get some good money in here. And then I'm going to go and buy the planar claw and planar slicer. So you shall see some new enemies now. Beware, enemies of the puke-colored warriors. Okay, the Earths up top. The Earths. How do you pronounce the plural of Earth? Whatever. They're called globes, and they silver stars are called quasars. They're not very threatening. Okay, in the bottom right we have a slime. Top left, I believe that's a mantis, and I think the one on the right is a twig. I may have gotten those mixed up, but yeah, one on the right's a twig, one on the left's a mantis. Now, playing as Aiden and Aaron is going to be harder than playing as either of the two from Ain's generation, because you're actually just a lower level in general when you get to these areas. Okay, enemy on the top left is a stickle. Stickle. I don't know why they added the LE, but there you go. Okay, in the top left we have a sphere. In the bottom left, I believe we fought the pulsars before, but I might as well say something about them. The enemies here aren't that bad, but like I said, you will be at a lower level than people coming from Ain's generation. So, be wary of that. Okay, we have a new enemy here called a Demoness. And they're very weak. They're also puke colored. We have something in common with them. Excellent. Oh wow, they have pretty strong physical attacks. I was unaware of this fact. Okay, I bought the previously explained items, the planer slicer and the planer claw. And let's head on through this place. Now this place is a very simple layout, but is extraordinarily confusing. How can it be both simple and confusing? Well, spend a few minutes in here wandering around and you'll find out real quick. It's just really easy to get lost, because everywhere looks the same. So hopefully I'll show you the most expedient path, and hopefully I don't get lost. If I get lost, I'll just re-record, because no one wants to see me getting lost. A star mist. Now I'm gonna give that to Wren. What a star mist does is it heals everyone to full health. Wren's the least likely to die, so I'm gonna give that to him. Gotta heal up. You'll notice Kara's magic will start to definitely outstrip Gwen's. Alright, head back over here. But really, the Nile's 3rd generation is what we're in now. They're very, very short. We simply have this place, and then we collect the legendary weapons, and then we go to the last area. That's basically it. That's basically it. So, we don't have too much more ahead of us. Now, it will be harder, because we're obviously going to be a lower level. Laconian Ribbon. And a Moondew. Moondew will bring you back to life, to full health, I believe. We're going to give that to Wren as well. And we're going to give the Laconian Ribbon to Mew and have her equip it, because it is better than the ceramic ribbon she has on now. Very good. It's kind of easier too, I guess, because you have 4 healers as opposed to the 2 or 3 healers you would have in the other generation. But it's so much easier to get really injured because you're at the lower level. I prefer having less healers, but being a little bit more beefy and not puke colored. Definitely not puke colored. We're almost done with this place. This takes a lot longer if you don't know where you're going. A royal crown. We'll give that to Gwen. Hopefully she equips it. Yes. Alright. Very good.